Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's me again with more safety tips for people who love to travel. Number one, be aware of your surroundings. When you're out and about, make sure that you watch what's going on around you. And whatever you do, people like to take shortcuts and go down dark alleys and stuff. Why? I don't understand. But when you go down those places, be aware of your surroundings. Know who's down there, what's going on. Take a flashlight so you can see what's going on. Um, Number two, be aware again. Make sure that you take your valuables and put them in your front pockets if possible. People like to take their cell phones and they put them in their back pocket. Somebody will bump up against you, or you bump up against a counter or something like that, and it comes out, and you walking off and don't even realize that you left your phone sitting out there. And then two, some people will pickpocket you if you're not careful, because they like your phone and everything else, and like the bling bling. You may have the latest phone, and they're saying, "Okay, I like that. Let me go get it." And that's what some people will do. So watch where you put your valuables. Try and keep them up front if at all possible, in your front pockets or in your hand or something along that line. Be more mindful of those things. If you are out in like a concert or something like that, really be careful with those things. And you may want to, if you're a guy, take your wallet and put it up front, in your front pocket, so that way your hands are closer to it than anything else. Because you can feel that better, I believe, in that area. Also, if you're a lady, take your pocketbook and then put it across the front and not around the back. Take your backpacks and put them up front and not around your back, because people will come up and take some stuff from you, and you're like, "What happened to my pocketbook or my wallet, or what? I thought I had some money," or whatever the case is, and then you see it's gone because somebody walked up. So be careful with those things. Be vigilant on those things. Watch where you put your valuables at. Number two, when you're going on long distance trips, it's good to check out where you're going, so that way you will know your surroundings. A good place to start to know what's going on around there, it's travel.state.gov. Again, travel.state.gov. It tells you about the different warnings. It tells you about the different areas that you're going into. You could put in, like, if you're going to the Bahamas, or you're going to anywhere in the Caribbean, or you're going on a cruise, or you're going to the Virgin Islands. It tells you about the different warnings, and it tells you about the travel advisories, and that's mainly what it's set up for. It tells you what to expect out there, what to look for. It tells you about the different threat levels that is out there, so that way you can be careful what you're doing out that way, and you know exactly what's around you. So that's a good place to start right there. Again, travel.state.gov. Be careful again when you're traveling. Be careful. Know what you're doing. If you happen to be at a hotel, this kind of leads me into my next point. You may want to, when you're going to a hotel or on a cruise ship, such as Carnival or Royal Caribbean, when you're in one of those rooms, especially if you got like a balcony, if you're in a hotel or whatever the case is, if you're one of those people who like to walk around with nothing on, you may want to make sure your windows are covered. Make sure that the curtains are closed, because people will look in your room, and you might not want to give them a free show. You may not want to do that, because sometimes if you ain't careful, they'll videotape you and you'll be on YouTube, or you'll be out there in something that you really don't want to be into. So really watch when you go into those places like that. If you're on a cruise ship, you never know when another cruise ship will come by. If you're out there and you're in a hotel, I was in a hotel not too long ago, and me and my wife was at the hotel, and we were on vacation. We were down in Florida, and we had the curtains open. We looked across, and somebody's looking in our room. So you got to be careful with those things. So make sure your curtains are drawn close and everything else, if you like to walk around with nothing on. If not, you're going to be giving somebody a free show that you may not want to give them. Then again, hey, if that's your tea, that's up to you. Again, so be vigilant, be mindful of those things. So when you're out and about, kind of close the curtains when you're out. Another thing that leads me to another point. I don't know how many points this is, so I'm not counting them. So you may want to, so I'm just giving some advice. You can take it, or we all grown, so you can take it or leave it. It's up to you. But I will tell you this: when you're staying wherever you go, if you're staying at a hotel, or if you're staying on a cruise ship, or you're staying wherever you're staying at, don't leave your valuables out and about. When you have hotel staff that's cleaning your rooms or whatever case is, they're cleaning most of the time. Most of the time, they're cleaning more than one room, and so what they have a tendency of doing is open the doors. So say if they're cleaning 4 rooms, and so you have 2 on one side of the hall, 2 on the other side of the hall. They'll open all 4 doors. And when they open the doors up, what they'll do is they open them up and they vacuum here and they vacuum there, and then they'll make the beds up here and make the beds up there. So they're going from room to room. They may be in the bathroom cleaning your bathrooms out. And then you may have a traveler to come by, and they see something in your room. They may take it. Hotel staff is they're usually some of the hardest working people that's out there. Some of the maid services, or if you work in a hotel or whatever the case is, I want to tell you thank you if you work in a hotel like that. Or if you work on a cruise ship, I want to tell you thank you, because even if you work in a restaurant, I want to tell you thank you, because you do an outstanding job. Because a lot of people don't appreciate the things that you do. So you may want to watch your valuables. Don't leave your valuables laying out and about, because somebody can come in easily and pick stuff up and that you have no clue about. Which leads me to another point. My next point is this. It's more of a question than a point. When you're traveling, try not to make a big mess, okay? Try to, the staff is coming in there. They're there to tidy up. They're not there to clean up everything that you do, because people will put stuff on the floors for whatever crazy reason. I mean, they put some stuff on the floors, and there's some things I can't really say, but they put some things on there that really not clean. They put bodily fluids and stuff on the floor, or whatever the case is, and they want somebody else to clean it up. And then when they don't clean it up as well, or they don't clean it up in a manner that they think they should be cleaned up, they want to complain. At the same time, those are the same people that when they ask if they want a tip, they say nope. It's because they just trying to get over for nothing, whatever case is. Do you do things like that at home? I wouldn't think so. Now my thing is this: how do you feel about it? Leave me a comment at the bottom. Let me know if you think that it's okay to leave a mess for somebody else to clean up. Leave a comment. Also, if you like what I'm saying, or if I've said anything to help you out or made you think about something, hit the like button on there as well. When you're out and about, and then when you get ready to leave from wherever you're going, make sure that you check your room real good. If you put things in a safe, make sure you check under the bed, because things will fall and go under the bed, or if you have a suite or whatever the case is, things will go under the couch. So check your valuables, check for those things. People have lost watches and wallets and money and credit cards and video equipment, phones, cameras. They've lost all kinds of things. So always check behind yourself to see if you left anything. So that way, because not everybody's honest. They may find something in the room, because the cleaning service, they're trying to go in there and clean as quickly as possible to get ready for the next person that's coming in. So you may want to make sure that everything is good when you go in there. Also, if you're taking that leads me to something else. If you happen to be taking a Lyft or a cab, make sure that driver gets out the car before you get out the car. That way you make sure they don't drive off with your belongings, because there have been cases where somebody's driven off with the passengers gotten out of the car, and next thing you know, they hadn't gotten everything out of the trunk of the car or inside the car, and they've left some things in the car and it's driving down the road. So be careful, watch those things when you do those things as well. So those are some safety tips that I may have out there for you. Again, a good place to go when you are really doing like long distance trips, or you're going to another country, or you're going other places. Go to travel.state.gov. That's a good place to find out about warnings and advisories and other things that's out there. And again, as I always say, do unto others as you have them do unto you. So if you don't want for somebody to leave a mess for you, don't leave a mess for nobody else. If you want somebody to treat you right, you treat them right. Because remember, as the saying goes, you reap what you sow. Because if you sow good things, you will get good things. You may not get it at that time, but you will. It will come to pass. If you are a farmer and you're out there and you sow or you're out there planting, if you're out there planting an apple tree, the apple tree is not going to put apples out right then. Or if you plant whatever tree you put out there, or whatever plant you put out there, it's not going to grow right then, but it's growing. So, and it's not going to give you the fruit right then, but the fruit eventually comes if you take care of it. So it's up to you to make sure that you cultivate it good. So whatever you put out there. So if you do right by others, people will do right unto you. So be careful and watch what you do. And if you don't want anybody to say anything ugly to you, don't say nothing ugly to nobody else. Watch what you say. Say it with grace. Say it with seasoning, and say it with care. Watch what you do. Again, do unto others as you have them do unto you. I hope I've said something that will help you to think and help you travel safe. I hope that safe travels to everybody. And again, do what you do and do unto others as you have them do unto you. Again, thank you so much for your time and your attention. Thank you. Bye-bye.